It's me, it's Queen Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of An Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Okay, so have you ever been in a situation where you were with somebody and things didn't go well, you decided to part ways, and then once you've gotten over it emotionally and moved on, here this motherfucker come. Here they come back, trying to get back in your Kool-Aid, and you done moved on with another flavor. You see what I'm saying? It happens all the time. In the comment section, one of my buddies was saying to me, he doesn't understand why you move on and then this person comes back. And I'm going to tell you why this happens. And this happens the same reason every time. That person didn't want to put in the effort in your relationship. For whatever reason, laziness, or they didn't think you were compatible, or whatever the case was. And then they went and tried to live without you. They went off to the cast bar. They tried to be with somebody else, or they tried to be without you. They tried to do their own thing, maybe get into their schooling or their work or whatever the case is. But they realized very quickly what an asset you are to their life. You see. And this is actually good news, because in some cases, because of the fact that they've now realized, it's now dawned on them how important you are, in some cases they will get their shit together and come back to you, or try to get you to come back to them in some cases. Now, my thing is this, because I'm an Aquarius and I believe in the revolving door. If they've really changed, some of the times I'm willing to entertain the concept. But this is what it depends on. If you and I were together and you didn't put forth the effort in whatever area there was, and I moved on, and now all of a sudden, a year later, 2 years later, 6 months later, you now want to put forth the effort. If I'm single, I, as a revolving door Aquarius, will consider it. If I'm not single, I'm not going to do it. If I'm already seeing someone, if I've already moved on to a new suitor, I'm going to give the new suitor a chance. Seriously. Because you had your chance. You had whatever amount of time that you had to do what you had to do. Okay? And you chose not to do it. So based upon that, I'm going to move on with the next one. I'm going to move on with Tina. I'm going to move on with Sarah. I'm going to move on with Shelly, because that person I've never experienced. I have no potential. I have no history with this person. All potential. You see, I have no history with them. They haven't fucked anything up. They haven't let me down. They haven't hurt my feelings. Nothing has happened between us. We've just got to know each other. And yes, there is safety in the known, what you've known before. But there's also the same bullshit from what you were dealing with before. You already know what that person's going to do. And like I said, they had an opportunity to step up to the plate, and they choose not to take it. So now I'm going to break somebody's heart or stop seeing somebody that I'm seeing now to come back to somebody who didn't realize my worth when they had me? I'm not going to do it. Even as a revolving door, I'm not going to do it. I'm not coming back. I'm going to see this person. I'm going to see this new person. I'm going to see what their potential is and what they're bringing to the table. And if what they're bringing to the table is copacetic, I'm going with them. Okay? The only way that would not happen is if I was truly in love. You guys might have seen The Notebook. Some of you. It's an old movie. If you haven't seen The Notebook and you're a hopeless romantic or a hopeful romantic, watch The Notebook. Anyway, so the basic gist was that she left him, or they broke up, and she went and was with another man, and then she saw him again and got back with her first love, her true love, and ended up in a situation with him. I won't tell you the whole movie, but the bottom line is that for those of you who saw it, you know that sometimes people drift apart and come back together. So I'm open to that concept if I'm truly in love with that person. The way that he was in love with her, he couldn't move on. Neither one of them had moved on. She got with somebody else, but she was still pining over him, and he was with others, but still was open and looking for her in others. So if I was that in love, then I could understand giving them another chance. But in most cases, that's not what it is. In most cases, it's that they had a shot, they shot their shot, they messed up, we broke up, that's it. If you want another chance after you messed up, you're going to have to wait until I'm done seeing what's up with the new person. And if the new person is what it's hitting for, I'm staying with them and you're not going to see me no more. And that's pretty much the bottom line. Now, if the new person isn't what's up and there's worse issues going on with the new person, that opening can always open again. You know, unfortunately, relationships don't have the tendency to last past 2 years and 9 months. So the chances are, if you wait, I might be single again anyway. But the bottom line is that I'm not going to stop seeing this new person, this person who has all this potential to go back to somebody who didn't think that our relationship was worth going hard in the first place. When you meet somebody and you know that this person is a good person and you know that this person has potential to be a wife, to be a husband, to really be something special, you need to step up. Bottom line. And don't expect that people are just going to hang in there and wait for you to find the maturity to want to step up to the relationship. Bottom line. So you can't expect that people are just going to wait for you to be ready to give them what they deserve. You need to prepare yourself to be able to step up to the plate from jump. If you're single right now and you know you're not ready to step up to the plate, if somebody spectacular came into your life, get yourself ready now before it actually happens. I've seen a lot of people lose out on what could have been a really good thing because they weren't ready when it appeared for whatever reason, and then they expected a second chance later that never came. Okay? So that's the bottom line. This is a person who's tried to live with you and cannot. Or they think they cannot because, technically they can live without you. But emotionally speaking, they've realized what an asset you are. They've realized how good you are. Sometimes it takes to be apart from somebody to see how brightly they shine. Okay, so I know that happens, that occurs. But my thing about revolving doors, and this is why I've told myself not to do this anymore. My thing about the revolving door is that the person generally comes back the same way that they left. They just come back knowing that they need you, that they really want you in their life, but they didn't change. Whatever it was that made you kick them to the curb in the first place usually hasn't changed, and that is the problem. If you're going to come back to someone, you need to come back different, better than you were when you left. And for me, being a revolving door, that hasn't really been the case. Really, they came back exactly the same way. I missed them, they missed me, and we tried it again, and it didn't work again. Basically. So that's why that happens. That's at least my theory. Tell me your theory in the comments section. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Pass it on to somebody else who's musing about this. And if you have another theory about why people come back after you've already moved on, give me your theory in the comments section. Let's talk about it. Okay? All right, guys, time for me to get going. I'm going to leave my PayPal. I'm going to leave my Amazon wish list. I'm going to leave my email. I'm going to leave my Facebook and my Instagram. So you have all the ways to contact me or give a donation so you choose. Okay? See you guys later. Bye-bye.